What we're going to try to do today is create one of those memes that you see on lolcats. It's usually a picture of an animal doing something cute or funny with a saying above it or below it. It's kind of humorous. So I have this picture here of zebras, which I found on the internet. And I went to File, Open. I located the picture and I opened it. And as you can see, the picture is open on my screen. On the right side under the Layers tab, there is just one layer, which is the picture. I'm going to add a layer of text above it. So I click on the text icon, which is the capital A on the left, and then come back to my image and create a text box. And there is my text box. I want my text to be white, so I'm going over to the left to the colors, and I'm going to select white as my color. Now usually when you see these things on the internet, they have a very bold, thick print so that you can read it. So I'm going to change my font from Sans, which is the default, to Impact Condensed, which is a very bold font. Come back to the image and I'm going to start typing my message, which is the camera is the other way, Bob. Now that's kind of small, so we're going to highlight my text and we're going to increase the size of it. Let me just grab the whole thing there, and using the up arrow I'm just going to increase it so it fills up most of the top of the screen there, most of the top of the image. And I think that's a little bit too big. Let's go one shorter. There we go. Once I have the text up there, I want to put an outline around the text. In order to do that, I'm going to have to create a path that shows me where the outline is going to go. So I'm going to right-click on the text and say Path from Text. Now, there is a path there, but you can't see it yet. Let's go to the right to the Paths tab. Click on the Paths tab, and you can see that there is something called Path there, but it's not visible yet. In order to make it visible, you have to click on the eye, open up its eye, return to the image, and you can see now that there is a red outline around each of the letters. We didn't color it red, we just indicated that this is the area we want to color. So now what we're going to do is we're going to color it. So the first thing I'm going to do is come back over to the left to my color palette and select a color for my outline. And I want my color to be black so it's very bold and it stands out. So I select bold, return all the way to the right to the Paths tab, and on the bottom you can see an image of a path with a paintbrush on it. When you hover over it, it says Paint Along Path. I'm going to select that, and it opens up a new tab on my screen called Stroke Path. The line that you make, the outline that you make around letters is called a stroke. So we're going to add a stroke to this. The default is a 6-pixel stroke. I selected a 4-pixel stroke, and I'm just going to say stroke. If you look back at your image, the font seems to have changed slightly. It looks a little bit different. The reason is you're seeing both the stroke and the path. We no longer need the path, so we're just going to close its eye so we can't see it. Go back to your Paths tab and close the eye, and then back to your image, and you can see that the stroke is just the way we want it. Beautiful. Now if you want to post this on the internet or send it to someone, you're going to have to make it into a JPEG or some kind of picture file, because right now it is a working file. It's a Gimp XCF file. So we're going to change it into a picture file. The first thing we have to do is we have to merge the two layers. If you look under your layers palette, the stack of papers is your layers palette. You have two layers. One of them is your font layer, your writing layer, and the other one is actually your image layer. We're going to combine the two of these together. We're going to merge them. The way that you do that is go to Image, Merge Visible Layers, and say Yes Merge. And now you'll see you have just one layer called Zebra. We're going to export the file. File, Export. I'm going to put it in my Pictures folder. Let me just open up my Pictures folder. And I'm going to call this one Zebra Meme. And export. And export. And that's it.